Okay, so I'm here with Gabriel. This is the last day in Romania. Thought I'd just do a Q&A. I posted on Instagram a couple of days ago for people to ask questions, and I got thousands of messages to ask Gabriel. So I'll just go over the questions now. So the first question here is, how many people in the Olympics are on gear, do you think?
If you look at Olympics like at World Championship or a big competition, I think all of them was in some point in their career where they was using something,
Yeah.
and probably they are now in competition that are clean, but to reach there, 90% they was using something.
So there's a percentage of people who use gear in training, but then get clean for the competition, and then
Yeah.
there's a percentage of people who use gear all the way up to competition because they can get away with it. Do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think about lifters from Western countries? Do you think they're using gear?
Uh, I don't know. It's hard to say, but to lift those weights, probably they have something new there.
So, what's one change you'd want to see the IWF implement?
Uh, I think it will be good to come new people there, like at the border to run the IVF,
Mm.
because that people that are now are very old, are there like from 20, 30 years ago now,
Yeah.
and I think it's good all the time to be like a new beginning, and all that older guy to go to retire and to come another one. I think it will be good. Even probably at beginning now, it will be a period when the weightlifting will go probably a bit worse, or they have a bit more issues. But I think in long term it will help to come new people.
Of course. Yeah. Is it ever okay for knees to come up momentarily during the pull in the snatch or the clean?
No. It's I think this it's happen when probably the balance of the weight it's not good when they are in first or second pull, but from the ground, to have a good strength to use all your legs, you need to be on full foot, and even for the snatch I like to use that to be more on the heels.
What's the best exercise to fix that problem?
For all this one, I like to pause at the knee,
Yeah.
because if you are stopping at the knee like for 3-4 seconds, you can feel your balance, you can go a bit in front, you can come a bit back. I like to feel when you are more on toes, when you are on full foot, and I think this is the best with the pause.
Yeah. What has been the most challenging thing about your weightlifting career? Any setbacks or anything?
At beginning was quite hard for me, was challenging the clean, because at the end of career I was I was succeeded to do a very good clean. But at beginning when I was building up, and when I was passing after 170 kilograms, I was having a lot of trainings when I was doing only deadlift, because I was not mentally ready.
What's the scariest lift of your career?
Probably I was doing like 2 years ago, I was doing sumo deadlift with
Why were you doing that?
because I don't know, for IG, for view.
Was it because I did it?
Tried 270 kilograms, and I was injured in my low back. And I was laying on the ground like one hour. It was pretty bad, and was scary, that lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At what age are you considered to be too old to do Olympic weightlifting?
I think you can do Olympic weightlifting at any age, and if the question was to be like a competitive Olympic weightlifting, to go at World Championship and other thing, I think it depends also what category you are, what weight you have, and how much you lift. Because obviously, if you are a smaller category like 60 kilograms, you can even reach at 40 years old, like the guy from Belgium that was winning the Europeans. And if you are like Lasha Talahatse at higher categories, like at 30 years, it's the end of the. You need to end, because after that period, it will come youngest athletes that will beat you.
Definitely. Yeah. How much progress can you make starting Olympic lifting in your early 30s?
I think here depends of how many trainings you are doing per week.
Yeah.
Because if you are doing one, two trainings, the progress it will be harder. If you do 4 or 5 sessions per week, you will progress much faster.
Yeah.
And it's important also what you do when you don't train. If you have a demanding job, if you like to rest, if you like to eat well, I think here there are too much things that depends of everyone's progress, and it's hard to approximate that you will
depends
improve
on the person as well.
10 kilograms or 20 or I was seeing, and I was having athletes at online coaching that was progressing. They all have over 30 years and they progress last 30, 40 kilograms.
Yeah, so anyone can make progress.
Yeah.
What do you think are the most common technical flaws in beginners for Olympic lifting and how to fix?
I think the most common mistake is the hip hinge, because many of the beginners, they cannot control their hips. Like they control their low back, and they are remaining with pelvis like in the anterior position, and it's very hard to move that thing, and that's why most of them, they have problems when they do a squat or something, and all the time they say that I don't have hip or ankle mobility, but when it's they don't know how to properly have a coordinated, how to go properly down, because they cannot control their pelvis. I think this is the main thing that I see recently at people that are starting because they like, or they are not professional lifters.
How well do you think strongmen would do in Olympic weightlifting?
Not so good. For example, with the snatch, probably with wider grip, they can do something, but with the clean, with narrow grip, I don't think they have.
I honestly think they need to like lose mass around their arms so they're actually able to.
Do front rack. Like was doing Thor recently when he was losing like 50 kilograms body weight. Now I think he can be a quite good weightlifter if he wanted to learn. But when he was having like almost 200 kilograms, it's almost impossible to do a clean and jerk at that body weight.
Do you think strongmen could benefit from training Olympic lifting?
Of course, because it's I think it's helping in any sport to know more movement and to work your muscle in different ways that you do all the time. And if you know the split jerk, push press, especially, you can be there better than other one and they don't know. You can get there some few extra kilos for sure.
How much can improving your overhead press improve your Olympic lifts?
I think especially for me, by improving my overhead press was helping me to improve very well the split jerk. Before I was having like a 90 kilograms strict press.
What was your best jerk when you strict press 90 kilos?
I was doing something like close to 200 kilograms, but I was very inconsistent at every jerk over 190 kilograms. I can easily miss it, or I have days when I was able to do it. I was having days when I was missed like 5-10 attempts at 190 kilograms. So I was very inconsistent. And after I was working at my upper body and I improved my overhead press up to 115, I was not missed anymore the jerk. And the technique was not changed too much, but I was much more strong, much more powerful in the front rack. I was able to hold the barbell better, and the lockout was more secure.
Do you think that's the case only for like advanced lifters? Like should a beginner focus a lot on overhead press? Would it benefit them?
Yeah, it will help. It will help for sure, because this one it's deadlift, squats and press are the most free principal exercise for the strength. And they help for sure. They will learn how to do the lockout. They will be much more stable with the barbell overhead.
As long as they strict press like a weightlifter and not like
like a weightlifter, and not like you do bench press.
What's the difference between Romanian and other training philosophies or approaches?
Chinese system, it's similar with us, at least before,
Yeah.
because I was there in 2011 and I was at a seminar with a Chinese coach.
Yeah.
And in that time they was saying that they have like a 70% Bulgarian method, and
Yeah.
here in Romania we have like a 95% Bulgarian method, because they like it how the Bulgarians was lifting, and we have like almost same style, even in training, by doing a lot of snatch, clean and jerk, that squats and pulls.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
basically they are for most important things that we do in training.
Yeah. Is there a lot more volume in the Romanian system compared to the Bulgarian system?
Depends, because
Like more doubles and triples.
at the younger athletes it's normal to do a bit more volume,
Yeah.
and after you get at senior level, it's they don't do too much volume. They
Yeah,
are doing
yeah.
like more single, doubles. Depends also where you are in the preparation.
Yeah.
And what I'm seeing at Russian, for example, they do like a lot of compound stuff, snatch with hang snatch, with
Yeah.
overhead squat,
Yeah.
clean and jerk with clean with front squat.
A lot of variation.
A lot of
Yeah,
variation.
yeah.
Yeah.
And is there a lot of variation in Romanian weightlifting?
We don't have. We have some complexes that are like a muscle snatch with strict press behind the neck and overhead
Yeah.
squat. We have that one when you do muscle clean front squat and press
Yeah.
or push press. And we have also snatch pull with
Yeah.
snatch, but not that much that Russian have.
Yeah.
And we don't have too much from the blocks, because our coaches they don't plan
Yeah.
here from the blocks. And in Russia, they plan, I think 60% of their exercise are from the blocks.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Because you gave me a program last year,
Yeah.
or 2019, and it had a lot of upper body exercises, I noticed, like compared to like other programs I followed.
Yeah, because in that time I was give you something similar with what I was doing
Yeah.
before Olympics, and I was assumed, because you had then problems at split jerk.
Yeah.
I was wanted to give you something similar with what I did to
Yeah,
see if
yeah.
it will help you to improve your split jerk as well.
It did.
Yeah, was improving.
What's the best strength exercises for Gaelic football? Bad things you did in training and you never want to do them again.
Right before World Championship in Paris,
Yeah.
I was doing almost a max out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
Yeah. Yeah.
like for 3 months.
Wow. And it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were saying you snatched 190 and 225 before the World Championships in 2011.
Yeah. When it was like 3 months, and after that I was trying to do close to that weights every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And after like 6 weeks was going very bad, and I was going only down. I was not able. In the last month, I think I was doing like 170 with 205.
Oh wow! Yeah, so that's a big drop.
Yeah.
What exercise do you not like that everyone does?
I don't like clean pulls.
Yeah.
I'm not doing clean pulls. I was not doing them from when I was like in 2000, and
So-
I don't like also. And I was injured at rack holds. I think right in that time before 2012 Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, before long.
How heavy did you go?
Like at 300 I was injured in my low back.
Do you think it's a pointless exercise?
Yeah, for me it was not.
Well, why do weightlifters do it? Do you think?
I don't know, something like probably they think they will help with front rack or to better control the deep and drive. But
Because a lot of beginners think they need to do that exercise.
no,
And
it's,
they're
pointless,
jerking like
and
110 kilos and they have 200 kilos.
No.
Records.
Yeah, it only increases the risk to injure yourself.
Yeah. So how do you prevent bar crash in the clean?
Here in the clean, the bar crash, when the barbell is going too high, it's like on previous question when I was saying that I don't do clean pulls.
Yeah.
And this is happen same, because if you are at beginning and if you want to attain the higher weight at clean, and you try to do a very aggressive second pull, sometimes the barbell will go much higher than it's need, and because of that you go too much faster under the ground, and the barbell will crash on you almost all the time. And that's why with this approach, by not fully extend your knees, it's happened. Because if you try, for example, at 60% to do like you do at 100%, it will be impossible. Because if you look at almost every weightlifter on slow motion, at 60% their knees are seeing clear that they are not fully extended, because you don't need to use that much power. And this is happen most of the time when the barbell is crashing. They use too much, the barbell is going too much high, and they go too fast down, and the barbell they crash on their shoulders all the time.
What's your favorite accessory exercise?
Now currently my favorite are like most of upper body, and I like pull-ups. I really like pull-ups, and I think it's a bad thing that when I was started the training when I was young, we don't have included pull-ups in our
no
preparation.
calisthenics or anything?
No. We had it only included dips. Dips we was doing at the bench when we was young, and after that when we was raised a bit we was doing also dips, but pull-ups we don't have it a lot included. And I think it's a good exercise for weightlifting as well, because it's strengthening your grip, your back and your core. And it's a very, very good exercise. And if you look now, not almost, but more than 60-70% of weightlifters, they don't have a very good upper body. They look like they don't even lift, or they are like, and this is also because they don't work too much from the young age. They don't work the upper body at all, and I think it's good to do.
I did a lot of calisthenics when I was younger and parkour, so maybe
I was seeing that
helped a lot.
was helping. Was helping you.
Okay, so that's the end of the Q&A. Thanks for joining, Gabriel. What's your website for people if they want to get coaching from you?
My website is my name, gabriel.com, where I have program and online coaching. And if it's anybody here that have another question, they can ask in the comments and I will respond to.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.